I wanted to start off by saying if you're related to me, don't worry. I'm not a rookie. You guys can watch this. This is actually going to be crocheting Christmas projects from people that ordered something from me. But we're going to start very soon, so hold tight. Okay. I honestly had to do a little bit of troubleshooting because we might be slightly delayed. But let me just check if it's delayed or not. Okay, but anyways, first we're starting off with a note card. Oh my. And we aren't delayed, so that's perfect. But basically, this first order is a tote bag. I needed to deliver this by like 2 days from now, I think. Yeah. So, we're kind of cutting it close, I'll be honest. But, I was really, really busy because, it's the holidays, like birthdays come up and all that. My birthday was not too long ago. So, I really had a lot going on. But hopefully, I can get everything together before, before Christmas so I can finish making my family's gifts because I haven't even started. Like, I'll be honest. And the gifts that I'm trying to make everyone this year aren't that big, but it's still time consuming, so hopefully we can get it together. But yeah, we're starting off with the card because I need to get this order sent off today. Like, no more playing around, guys. But yeah, I was watching one of my streams actually, and I realized that you couldn't hear the music at all. So hopefully you guys can hear it a little bit better. Okay. So I haven't cut out any of the little thingies I add on either, so we have to do that real quick. And sorry if my voice sounds kind of weird. I'm like recovering from a cold. But yeah, I'm hoping that next holiday season I can be more prepared. Like, I know every year that I've been crocheting, I'm like, oh my gosh, next year I'm going to do this instead or whatever. And I don't end up doing it. But next year, I would say that I would like to start thinking about Christmas gifts a little bit earlier, so that when it gets to the final stretch of the year, I can focus more on my shop and adding new products, because a lot of the little trinkets and stuff that I've been making for Vlogmas aren't gonna go on my shop this year probably. I'll probably put them on in like mid-year next year and see how that goes. Because, yeah, you want to give people enough time to actually order and receive the product, but, I know people love Christmas. They might have their decorations up for whiles after Christmas, but who actually wants, like, candy cane stuff after it's over, Unless that's just my way of thinking, but I have debated on adding a few things that I've made. just anyways, just in case, because you never know. Like, some people have late gift exchanges or whatever, or they haven't been able to give their people their things yet. I know that happens to me a lot. Oop. Hold on. We're going to use this random piece of paper I found as our border, so I can just go crazy with the glue. But anyway, yeah. I feel like I've been ordering a lot for my shop lately too. But I was looking at my yarn stash and I was like, wow, I need to get some new yarn to like make gifts. But in reality, I literally don't. Like, my yarn stash is so... it's just like so much. And I just need to get through it the best way I can without like adding more yarn. Because there's no point, honestly. Like, I have colors that could kind of work for everyone, and I could like make something out of it. Oh my gosh, what happened to the little... oh, there it is. Yeah, so I just want to continue to use all my yarn up instead of buying new yarn, because I was like, how cute would it be to make like brown little, like a brown oop, I accidentally glued it to the paper a little, like brown headscarf bonnet kind of thing with matching gloves, because I was watching this other creator do like something similar and it gave me some inspiration, because I've been wanting to do fingerless gloves for a while. And then, you know, it's Christmas and all, but winter is gonna be here for whiles longer, so yeah, that's just something that's like useful. But anyways, the only thing I have left to do with this project pretty much is to add on the glue to my ends to secure everything, because I want to make sure that nothing comes undone. So, yeah. And then I'm gonna be pretty basic here and just go for pink. And then this one is a little close to its due date, so I'm gonna write a little sorry for the slight delay. Okay. There we are. Oh, and I got this cute pin for my birthday at this small shop near us. But yeah, I'm doing the whole Vlogmas thing, but I think that I'm gonna stop mine at about 12 days, so that's literally in 2 days, because I need to focus on all my other projects. And I did miss one day, so technically I've only done, like, what's today? Today's the 10th, so in reality I've only posted content worth like 9 days of Vlogmas. But I still do have other stuff coming. Like, I'm still gonna post for the rest of December, but back on my normal posting schedule, which is kinda whenever I feel like it. But I always do upload on Sundays most days, like a longer video. It's weird because I feel like I just got this pin, but the ink is like giving out on me. Oh my gosh, I can't do it. Hold on. I'm gonna have to fix that later. I think all of my pins that write like kind of thin line like this are going dead though. But this one's a little bit better. Still dying. That's good enough, guys. Anyway, other than that, of course, we have to put the business card. And I have a few stickers sitting over here from another video that I was working on. And I kind of just sat out some extra stickers and didn't get to use them. So I think I'm just gonna grab some of those and use that for this. Look at this. Yeah, that's really cute. This is the outside. And then this. And then I have one little sticker here. And I need to figure out what the person's name is for this so that I don't get confused with every other item. Also, I had a bit of an issue because one of my orders had to get sent back to me because their address is wrong, and I feel so bad that they haven't got their thing that they ordered, but I mean, they put the wrong address so it couldn't be sent over to them properly. So I have to figure out what to do about that in a bit, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. And surprisingly, they didn't contact me either, which I found kind of weird because normally people will be like, hey, you know, what's going on? My writing today is kind of bad. It's because I'm like, I don't know, camera jitters. Anyway, not to shrink. For the bag itself, the only thing I had to do was just make sure that these ends aren't like flying up, if you know what I mean. And yeah, I want them to be pretty secure, because if you wear this and like the constant friction and stuff like that, like the original bag that I made, I used to wear it all the time. And back then I wasn't as good at crocheting, but some of my flowers ended up flying off because another mistake that I made when I made the original design of the bag, I would end off on this side, and that's like guaranteed friction because you're going to be rubbing against your clothes and all that. But now that I kind of altered it a little bit, it's a little easier for it to like stay on. Like, you don't really have to worry about it falling off, because yeah, friction can still happen, like wear and tear or whatever, but it's less likely since I kind of secure the ends a little bit better and finish it off on the other side. But oddly enough, I can't find the end of this one. Oh, I think it's here. Wait, actually, no, it's not. Wait, is it? I don't know. This one's confusing me. Since that I don't really see this one, I'm just gonna like glue the flower down a little bit. I guess I hid the ends pretty well. Like I said, I don't see them anywhere. And yeah, but next year the video concepts, I want to get more like entertaining with the videos that I make. A lot of times I just do like something simple or like a little tutorial moment because it's easier to do between orders and all that and with the posting schedule that I want to do. But like I've been wanting to do jar picks, my crochet projects forever because that sounds so fun. And you know, you see that kind of challenge in like other communities, and it also has been introduced into like the crochet community, but I've never done it, so I think that would be really fun for me. And it just makes like the project that you're working on more exciting because it's something that you obviously would like to do anyways, unless you put random stuff in the jar that you wouldn't even think of doing. But yeah. And then also like random game stuff. I had this new game that I bought like maybe 2 weeks ago, and it was like pre-owned, whatever, and I haven't tried it out yet, but I really need to because I've been excited about it, and I've never played a game from this series yet, and I have high hopes. And yeah, since I want to take this package today, I'm going to go ahead and package this up on stream for y'all. This isn't anything new that you haven't seen before if you've watched my other live streams. But, yeah, cute little flower strap. Also, I have a, sorry, I was about to say free. A lot of patterns on my channel are free, but this one isn't. This one's on my shop, and you can learn how to make your own. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna package this up and get it sent off like today because we're cutting it real close. So we have this. I'm gonna get my little wrapper stuff. Actually, I have some of this, but I don't know where the other half is. Or I might just have to open my brand new one, which is kind of obnoxious. But I mean, whatever, I guess. Oh no, here it goes. And I think a live attempting to knit again would be so funny to post because me plus learning new things, it's kind of chaotic. Like one of these days I might post the video of me that I recorded when I first started crocheting because it's kind of funny. So I'm gonna put in This material stretches, so you don't even have to go the extra mile or anything like that. You could just literally pull on it and you'll be fine. Oh, I might have cut it too short though. Oops. It'll work. Also, I was kind of neglecting my nails for a while. If you know my channel, you always see my nails are normally painted and pretty long. But recently I was like, I need a break, so I was just wearing fake nails for a while, like just press-ons or whatever. And you know, kind of messes up your nail bed if you're not doing it in the right way. I think one time I made a mistake and added a little too much glue onto one of these, and it kind of interfered with the project a little bit. I was like, oh my gosh, it had got on there. So yeah, but it's looking good though. Nice and tightly wrapped. I'm gonna put a little bit more here, and then that'll do our little wrapping moment. See, like I can't have that. Maybe we'll ignore this little gap. I'm sorry about the siren. Now I've created a new issue for myself to deal with, but it's fine. If you melt it a little bit, you can't even tell really. And this, I'm just gonna snip it off. Yeah, that'll do. Like, we won't bother it anymore. How ironic that I'm talking about it and then it happens. Literally whatever. But anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, now we need our labels. Luckily, I already have some kind of like written out or whatever, but we need another little backdrop. I can't wait to see my Etsy wrapped for this year, because last year's was so cool. It just feels like a bigger accomplishment than any other wrap does, because it's like, wow, this is like my statistics of like something that kind of actually matters. Not that the other stuff doesn't matter, but yeah. Anyway, hopefully they do one this year. I don't know. This is only like my second year on Etsy. I don't really know what to expect, but anyway, yeah. Now we're gonna do the label here. Since it is so like tightly wrapped, I don't want to add too much glue because I don't want it to transfer, similar to how I was just ranting on about. So I'm gonna do it really thin and try and catch it under here. Yeah, I think that's fine. And it's on there. We're gonna cut this random string and this one. Now, all we need is, what do we need? We need a little label. That's just the name of this variant of the bag that they ordered. Okay. Oops. My actual pin isn't even over here for some reason, so we're gonna have to do the lining with something else. Okay, so now we've got that going on. We're just gonna pull this through. But yeah, I thought this is the best way that I could get some of my work done and just chill. And I also do need to edit a video for today, so I can't stay on stream forever, but maybe till like 1:30, so that's like another hour from now. Anyway, this is ready to be packaged up. That's all that I tend to do, and then, you know, yeah. I think this time let's see what we have. I'm gonna go for a pink bag because I always feel like this bag is very girly to me. So yeah, I just love doing like pink stuff with it. We'll see. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Anyways, it's so random when you like aren't expecting anything and then you get a knock at the door. But basically, I just like to get everything together in pink because I feel like that bag is pretty girly to me. So, yeah. Other than that, though, I'm gonna try to clean it as we go, so I don't have to do much later. Let's see. The next order on the list that is gonna be sent off is, let's see. Oh, I kind of need to plug my glue gun back up, but before we do that, we're just gonna go ahead and do something else. So we have a little mini cowboy hat that we're gonna be working on. Oh my, hold on. We're gonna go back around. Because we don't want any of the weird, like, bunching or whatever. I don't know if I like that. I think I'm gonna make it a little bit shorter. Let's do like a little double moment, then continue it on. And that's another problem with working in the round, like, it's not going to be exactly straight, so you kind of have to continue to make your own shape work around the base, which can be kind of tricky sometimes, but yeah. And then I'm trying to line up the needle with how it looks on the other side. And then for the back, here we're gonna go right back into this stitch. And then connect here. Go inside of this, the end of this stitch. Go back into this stitch. And yeah, we've made our cute little cowboy hat. With this, you really have to like give it its shape, but Yeah. I think it looks pretty cute. We're going to just snip these two like this. I'm gonna try and tie like a knot. I'm leaning over to this side a little more. Yeah, like here. And then we're gonna do one more. So yeah, then we have a cute little knot like that on the edge so that it feels more clean. And then, like I said, you can shape the hat how you want. But I also have this end in the beginning of the hat. Like, ew, look at how wonky this looks. But, like, we have to get our ends nice and perfect because we need our customer to be satisfied with their product. So, yeah, I like to snip it, like, really close. And don't worry, like after you do this, it'll still have its cute little shape. I kind of wish I never unplugged my hot glue gun though. So yeah, we have this going on, and then also you want to go ahead and get rid of this little situation. Nip that close. Hold on. So we've plugged the hot glue gun back up, but I wanted to show you guys how the original, or not, this isn't the original. This is actually like the second one I ever made because I lost the first one that I ever made. I don't know where it is. Hopefully she's doing okay. But yeah, this is the second. I keep saying the same thing. I'm sorry. Anyway. She's cute, but it's mine, so of course I don't care about, like, all that. But, like, you see how clean this looks compared to this. Like, yeah, you have to really get it together when you're doing orders. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys this one. It's really cute. A lot of people like this pattern because it's so, like, small. You can put it on your shelf or whatever. Like, I have a lot of little crochet, like, trinket type of things just sitting around, and they look so cute, like just hanging around your house, handmade item or whatever. But yeah, so I'm waiting for my hot glue gun to heat up a little bit, and while we do that, we have to go to our next project on the list. Or should I say next two projects on the list? Because we can knock two of these out in like one sitting, because they're both 2 camera sleeves, and all they need is some work done on the little loose ends. This one is really cute on the inside, and this is just a basic heart camera sleeve. I'll show you what it looks like if you haven't seen it before. These aren't due until like a few days from now, and since I'm kind of busier later today, I'm not gonna send them off until tomorrow, but I'll send the first bag that we finished off today. But this is the original one. This is for my camera sleeve. It looks a lot cleaner like when you first get it. I've never washed mine. Okay, so don't worry. It normally doesn't look like this, but you can tell she's seen some things, you know? And it still holds up really nice. So, yeah. Here's all three of our little projects. I'm so excited for this little hat though. Like, I just can't wait to like, yeah. Anyway. Let's see. Our hot glue gun should be kind of okay by now. So we're gonna just take it and fix the ends here. By melting that little bit into the side. And then for this one, the leaves sound like they're really doing their thing outside, man. I don't know if you can hear that, but yeah. Anyway, let me check our stream real quick to make sure it's still running fine. Okay, yeah, she looks good. Anyway, now we've got the end like this. I'm gonna just add glue to the ends of where we added our little border so that these don't come undone either. So yeah, now we're popping it back to the other side, like how it belongs, and yeah, we can shape it back all cute or whatever. I think this one turned out pretty cute. And then you see the inside has our little end that won't come undone. So I'll definitely package that off stream. Now onto this one. I already kind of tied off those little ends. Before I add all details, I like to just actually put the sleeve on my camera most times. But I know for this, I need to add a little bit of glue on this part. Hold on. I don't have a good grip on it. Yeah, if you actually press it down, it starts to get like that little white look. You can melt it back out. So anyway, that's how it looks right now. I don't remember if I cleaned up the ends on the inside. Normally there's not a lot, but okay, yeah, I didn't. So good thing I turned it back around. For this, same thing. Well, actually, just pull it, give it a little bit of stretch. And then I'm going to just cut that real close. Add the glue on. And when I do this, I'm like lightly pressing the, you know, edge of the glue gun so that a little bit comes out, but not too much. And then once it seems like it's solidified, I just melt the rest in place. You can like quickly tap your hand over it again if you want. I tend to do that sometimes. So then we're gonna use my camera as the guide, like I said, because most of the sleeves are about the same size as my camera, unless I ask for modifications. But even then, my camera still fits it pretty okay. So we're turning this back on its right side. All of my sleeves face like this way, like the ending, instead of like this way. I don't know why, it just does. Like, I like it that way better. So yeah, we're gonna put this on here. It looks a little bigger than my camera, but you can really squeeze it on. And yeah, it has a great shape for your camera sleeve. I mean your camera, sorry. So now that we've got that, we can add some glue onto the heart. Oh, actually, before I do that, I like to glue down the little ends a little bit. Then we go around. And for this, you're gonna have to go around more than once, because it's kind of impossible to get glue on all parts. But sometimes if you press it down good enough, it'll just spread naturally. You can kind of play around with its shape while it's still drying a little. Sorry about the sirens. Busy road. But yeah, so then we have this camera sleeve. She looks super cute. And yeah, I don't think they ordered anything else for their sleeve. I think it was just this, because I also sell them in like sets where you could get the little lanyard. But before I package these up later, I will make sure that I'm not missing anything. But yeah, the blue and white one is like honestly low-key one of my favorites that people get, because I have different color variations, but a lot of people play it safe and get like the gray and white or like the black variants, because you know what black and white looks like. You know what this looks like because it's the picture of the product on my shop. But yeah, I like when they try out the other ones, because like, why is this low-key cuter than mine? You know? But yeah, I like to try and really like touch it up though, because like gluing it down can make like extra fuzz and stuff like that, but it saves so much work, and it honestly looks a little bit cleaner than sewing it on, because like that way your inside isn't so messy or whatever. Like if I had to sew it on, the inside would look like this. But since I don't have to do that, have a clean inside, no extra yarn getting in your way. Now this, but you see what I mean by like melting it after? And it does give it like this hard texture. But if you don't mind that, then you're good. But if you do mind, then, you know. See? I grabbed it too soon. But yeah, now we have this other little part here. I really want to make some content out of this one, because this one looks the coolest to me because it has lettering on it. You'll see once I show you the inside. Okay. So yeah, here's how it looks right now. Before melting like the ends into the piece, I don't remember what I used to do, because I don't know. I just like doing this so I can like guarantee that they won't ever have a problem with unraveling or anything like that. Not that it will anyways, because even with mine, I don't know if the ends are 100% secure in here. But I've never had any problems. I can't even find the end, so maybe I just tied it off, because I don't see any glue marks either, so who knows. But yeah. Now for this one, we're going to turn it to its right side and see how it looks. Oh my, I accidentally pulled this too tight, I think, when I was like tying it together. I didn't realize. Yeah, that's fine. We're just gonna see if this one, a little bit more. Okay, so yeah, now we have this that I wanted to add a little bit of glue to. And like you already can't even tell. Same thing for this side. Just wanted to melt it in a little bit. And then I'm going to cut over that. But the only thing I don't like about black yarn is that like you can see like every little speck. Like there's not even like, do you see this? And now here I am peeling off glue particles. But it's fine. Once you like dust it off, she looks good, you know? You don't have to really worry like that. And then this one, we're gonna see how she looks on. I think it looks perfect. It's really simple. You know, can't really go wrong with some basic lettering. This would have been quite perfect if I didn't accidentally tie it too tight. But yeah, I like it though. And that's pretty much it for the orders that I have to work on, like the ends of. Now we just have orders that need to be worked on, like literally. So the next thing on our to-do list, I couldn't really find my pattern that I made for this because it was a bit of a freestyle, especially for the base. Like, you'll understand when I show you. But the leaves that are attached to it, I actually bought a pattern to make leaves. And I thought it would be super cute to use those when I originally made the pattern. But the pattern that I bought was kind of bad. So I ended up tweaking it a little bit, but obviously with... And by the way, when I say the pattern was kind of bad, I mean like in terms of my understanding of patterns. I'm not just clowning someone's pattern. Anyway, let me see. Yeah, so I ended up writing it in a way that I could understand it a bit better, but I don't know where that's at, so we're gonna wing it. Kind of. Let me get the supplies for you guys. I also started a new book yesterday. But here's the yarn we're gonna use. So we're gonna use this. 3 different variations of green for our plant tote bag. So here's how the base of it looks. It's really pretty. I'm gonna take my cat stitch marker out. We've upgraded from bobby pins, kind of. I still love a good bobby pin over any stitch marker as of now, but you know, it's nice to switch it up a little bit. But anyways, so she actually wanted an everything tote bag. So instead of making the leaves on stream, I think I'm gonna make everything else that needs to be on the bag. So let me go to my listing to see. I need to just make sure real quick. Okay, so this tote bag actually includes a lot more than I thought it did. So I will definitely be having to raise the price of this because oh my gosh, you guys, like what in the world? It's very simple, but it's like you chain more for the base. Like this is basically just a plain old double crochet tote bag, but the add-ons and the time, like yeah. Anyway, we'll fix that later. But the bag's really beautiful as is. I also have to line it, and sewing is not really my thing when it comes to the machine. So yeah, we're gonna do the add-ons first. First add-on is the lily pad coaster. When I can find the end of my green yarn, I can begin. Oh, here she goes. Yeah, I don't know how this yarn got so messy, but it did. This is a free pattern on my channel as well. It's just a lily pad coaster worked in the round. Not me chaining more than I need to. Also, this new hook that I got, I kind of don't like it because it splits my yarn so easily because it's kind of sharper. And yeah, so we might switch hooks in the middle of doing some of this. But that's another problem I have with doing things on my shop sometimes. Like the stuff that doesn't typically get that much attention, I don't update it as much, which I probably shouldn't do. You see that? Like, I can't. And this project is actually gonna have to go right on the blocking board a little bit after I finish up. So. But maybe later I'll hop back on stream and show you guys me sewing in real time, because that sounds really fun. But my sewing machine does take like a good amount of space, so we might have to change from our overhead setup and do something more like angled, which I'm sure you guys would not mind. But yeah, this is like one of the easiest patterns ever to do, so if you guys need like a cute little nature themed Christmas gift, I would say you can make like coaster sets of the lily pads, because like I said, they're really fast. You can make, I think I did a video before on how long it took me to make like 4 of them, and it took me like 18 minutes with pauses and all. See, I don't like this hook. Like, guys, I might have to go grab my favorite hook because she never lets me down, man. Like, this hook I cannot deal with. I think that, like, in the future, I'll only use this for, like, thinner yarns or something like that, because it's a 5mm, which is fine for this size yarn, but it splits so easily. Like, if you want your project to take 20 extra minutes, use this hook. So, we're almost to the 3rd round of the pattern, but I need to go back to my little frame because I don't know where we're at. Hold on. Oh my. Okay. I realized that normally for when I do this pattern, I like to chain 3 at the beginning of this part because the height of the double crochet matches better with the chain 3, like when you get to the final one. So that sucks. But anyway, we'll just deal with it. Just as I'm dealing with my yarn continuing to split. But yeah, I've been in a real bookish mood lately, so I've been wanting to read so bad, but a lot of books that I've read this year weren't really catching my interest as much. So I kind of like put them down, or, you know. We will be switching hooks. Best believe. Switching hooks. Okay. So that's the lily pad coaster. But have to add in our little flower. Oops. What time is it, guys? Oh, it's almost 1:30. I better like go soon so I can get a video uploaded for you guys. Today we're doing a cute little project inspiration video. Like, it's gonna be a nice little gift if you have someone that you like to go to the movies with a lot, like your mom, your brother, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Oop. Dad, sister, like anybody, you know, best friend. And as much as I complain about sewing, I realize that a lot of my projects incorporate having to sew, because I like to attach a lot of different pieces to my projects, and like sometimes it just looks better if you sew them on. Like this, I wouldn't glue this onto the coaster. Like, I never started off doing it like that, so I just continue to follow my original thing, you know? What I did in the beginning. So yeah, but we might have to hop back on here real soon so that I can get a little video, maybe packaging or something like that for you guys. Binge packaging. But we might do like a late night stream or something, because those are really fun. Okay, so now we have our little flower. And I know it doesn't give flower, but like when you actually let the vision come through, you see the vision come through. Like, how cute is that? And then it's like, when you place it on, it's like raised, you know? And then you can sew using those things. Yeah, anyway, it's a lot, but I hope you guys liked this live stream. I hope I'll be back really soon with another one for you guys that's a little bit lengthier. Why does that sound funny? I hope that's right. Anyway, yeah. So, we're gonna be leaving so I can get this video posted for you guys. And I hope you liked this live stream. Catch you in the next one.